I think they only have marginally more power with an impeachment inquiry than they have now. Basically, what this ramps up is the political urgency. You know, when you defy the subpoenas of an impeachment committee, politically, I think that's more explosive than defying the subpoenas of, say, the Oversight Committee. But one way or the other, the Democrats are going to defy the subpoenas.
Okay, so Chad Pergram, our reporter on the Hill, broke this news earlier today. House Republicans taking a step further now to launching this inquiry into President Joe Biden. Now, Fox confirms that House Speaker Kevin McCarthy telling House Republicans today that an inquiry is the next logical step. That's the quote. Bret Baier, anchor special report. Good morning to you, Bret. We sliced and diced this with McCarthy and Bill McGurn a couple hours ago. How do you see it playing out if it does?
Well, I see it that it is all intertwined with the effort to get the finances figured out, the budget figured out, the fiscal cliff avoided by October 1st. You know, today, 3 p.m., the Rules Committee meets in the House to move the defense appropriation bill. There are people on the House Freedom Caucus who are going to hold a news conference at the same time at 3 p.m. And we are looking at two trains on a track that are going toward each other about financing. The House Freedom Caucus and others saying they need to cut the top line, they need to cut out of the budget. The Republicans, some of them in the House, but a lot of them in the Senate say, we've agreed to this, we need to move forward to avoid a shutdown. All of this is tied to the impeachment inquiry, which politically may provide some cover for House Speaker McCarthy, but we'll see.
This is always a risk politically, and I wonder if the White House thinks of this today as a lifeline, perhaps. Meaning that the numbers have been so bad. Do they think things will get worse because of this, or will Democrats sort of figure out a way to get behind Joe Biden and hold him up, even though so many of them in the polls that we are seeing they're also saying, we don't know if he's the best guy to run again in 2024.
Yeah. That is true, Dana. I mean, everybody is saying that, even Democrats in their circles saying that it does not seem like the president has the vitality, the vigor to do 4 more years, especially after what we saw in the Vietnam news conference in Hanoi. But yes, you've heard circles in Democrats saying that impeachment only opens the door. You heard Senator John Fetterman from Pennsylvania, who doesn't talk out much, saying that go ahead, bring it on, because this is going to be something to see. And so it could fire up some Democrats if this impeachment moves forward. The other problem is it could also find some more things.
Yeah, I mentioned McGurn. Just roll this clip from last hour, because some Republicans think exactly what Bill McGurn is thinking on this.
Joe Biden's public statements have been untrue. He told people in the debate his son took no money from China. Well, Hunter just admitted in court that he did. So I think an inquiry is a good idea, also because I think a vote is crucial. It forces accountability. All these things have to be weighed, and it's good to get members on the record.
No, you have a lot more in this special report coming up later. Nancy Pelosi never held that vote, by the way, when Donald Trump was president. Now on the topic of Iran, this bit of a stunner now. We apparently are set to exchange 5 Iranians for 5 Americans, and then there's $6 billion of Iranian funds in the deal as well. Anthony Blinken says this: the United States is committed to release 5 Iranian nationals currently detained in the U.S. and to permit the transfer of about $6 billion in Iranian funds held in restricted accounts in the Republic of Korea to restricted accounts in Qatar, where the funds will be available only, he writes, for humanitarian trade. What is the obsession with this administration on Iran? And I think also you have to think back to the Obama years and their obsession with Tehran also.
Yeah, I mean, they're selling this as getting Americans out of jail. It obviously is broader than that. And with the release of those sanctions on the $6 billion, it provides money to Iran. The fact that the announcement comes out on 9/11 is also not great. But listen, Iran is a major factor that this administration has not figured out, and they're only being empowered on their terrorism side and sponsoring state sponsor of terrorism around the world. So every global place you look is a hotspot that is not seeming to get better.
Bret, what would our allies in the Middle East and the region think about this $6 billion going to Iran?
That's a great question. I don't know. I think that, listen, it is their money. It's Iran oil funds. But we're essentially saying we won't sanction it to get it to Qatar and they can have access to it. Yeah, I think there's going to be reaction around the Middle East.
Yeah. Thanks, Brett. We'll see you at 6 o'clock tonight and more to come on all this.
6 p.m. sharp. See you then.
Thanks.
We'll see you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.